happy Monday. It is kind of rainy and gross outside today, which is not helpful for getting me out of bed this morning, but we have made it and don't have a ton of big plans for the day, so hopefully the rain won't be too much of a problem. I'm gonna go, I think, do some video editing and maybe some photo editing because I took a bunch of pictures yesterday on my way home from kickball. So we'll see. I also might decide that I am tired of being at my computer. So, but I think that's where we're gonna start. Okay, well, my computer is being really dumb right now and is not letting me do anything on it. So that means I need to find something else to do. And I think that something else might be playing some Stardew Valley because I don't feel like dealing with my main sewing project right now. And all the other stuff that's on my list is I need my computer for. So yeah, I could also knit maybe some, but I generally like to knit while I'm watching something. And I normally like using my laptop for that. So it's still a possibility, but I think I'm gonna go play some Stardew. Okay, so it's been a little bit since I last checked in, but I have played some Stardew Valley, and also I have, eaten lunch, that's the word. And now I'm currently sitting on the couch editing vlog on the projector, which is kind of fun, although it's kind of more inconvenient than I had hoped, and I've basically been on the couch all day. So I think I'm gonna change it up, head into the office, and do actual computer stuff at my desk, which is what it's meant for. It's been a very slow day here, and that's okay. The weather outside is certainly not helping. And then I just edited until my girlfriend got home and we had dinner and just hung out for the rest of the night. Good morning and happy Tuesday. It is very bright and sunny today, which is super awesome because it made getting out of bed a little bit early this morning way easier. I have mostly been chilling. We just needed to take out some of the trash and stuff that we didn't feel like doing before we went to bed last night. So I needed to get that out before trash pickup came. But today is going to be a little busy, but nothing super crazy, I don't think. It's trivia night at the gym tonight, so that will be super fun. I'm very excited about that. And I'm going to do some video editing and stuff this morning, at least for a little bit, and then maybe something else. Probably, I'd like to not end up doing it all day because I'm also already planning on doing a lot of it tomorrow. I finally got the one other thing printed that I wanted to print for one of my bigger projects that I'm working on. So kind of want to do some design work for that. But again, that's on my computer and I know I'm going to spend like all of tomorrow on my computer. So we'll see. It's just a loose plan for the day. We'll see how it goes. For lunch, I decided to make the dumpling soup recipe that I really like, but with a slightly different broth. Normally it's a gochujang and cream veggie broth type thing, but this time I went with more of just a straight miso with a little bit of spice, and it was so tasty. Would make again, will make again. Okay, I have eaten lunch and gotten the vlog all uploaded and everything for this week, so time to not be at my computer anymore. But I also don't want to just move straight to the couch because that's what I have done a lot of the time. And I've been doing a lot of stuff in here lately and it's kind of a mess. So I think I'm going to take advantage of the very small but existing cleaning motivation I have right now and try to at least tidy up the room, if not do a more proper clean. I started by cleaning up my sewing table and putting away all of the pattern pieces that I've been working with, taking down the iron, kind of organizing some of the big boxes I have into some of the bins that I got recently, and just kind of tidying up some small things all over the place to hopefully make it feel a little more put together, cleaning up my desk, going through a bunch of paperwork, yeah, all that kind of fun stuff. Okay, I have tidied up in here at least a little bit, and it certainly looks a lot better and feels a lot more open. Part of that is probably just because I took the ironing board and stuff down, but it does feel a lot nicer in here, and that's what matters. So I have a little bit of time before I need to get ready and go meet my girlfriend to go to the gym. So I think I am going to just sit and chill out for a little bit, either knit or I might work on some origami butterfly making for a decor thing in our house that I've been wanting to do since we moved in. So I'll see you at the gym probably, although maybe not because trivia, so I don't know how much we'll be like actively climbing. We'll see. Good morning and happy Wednesday. We are in the car to start today because we are out of the house early today, and also it's really gross outside, as you can probably tell looking at my windows. So this was not fun to do, but we're basically going to be having basically a mini day out, although because it's raining it's going to be a little bit more miserable. I was hoping that maybe I'd be able to spend some amount of time in a park, but that's simply not going to happen today. So probably be in cafes and the library a good amount, but first we have to get there, which means we have to sit through rush hour traffic, so it's gonna be a bit. So after I dropped my car off, I went to a cafe and did some work for a while, and then walked to go get lunch. Got to say hi to Turtle Boy along the way. The weather had also cleared, which was super helpful. And then it was to the library to just sit down and do a bunch of work again. Okay, so I am currently waiting for one of my friends to get home so I can hang out with him for a little bit while I wait for my car to finish being worked on. I thought it would be done by now, but it's not. So that's fun. Hopefully it gets done today because otherwise I guess I'm sleeping here. I don't really want to do that. I did not come prepared. But anyways, today I have mostly been just working on editing one of my bigger project videos. It's not done in terms of the project or filming of the project. Those two things go hand in hand. But I wanted to edit what I have so far just to like make sure it's kind of getting the flow that I want and all that. And it's been fun to work on it. It has taken me like all day and I still have a good amount of stuff to do, but this is one of the like bigger, more produced videos, so it does make sense, and this is something that I wanted. So just waiting for him to get home now, and I'll keep you updated. Good morning and happy Thursday. I am so tired right now, but I am up. I have already made breakfast, and here we are. Yeah, I got home super late last night from kickball, which was fun. We lost, but that's okay. We still had fun as a team. The team we were playing, even though they won, did not seem like they were having fun. But this is something that we kind of expect from that team. Anyways, I got home late, but I also woke up at like 6 o'clock this morning, and I just couldn't fall back asleep. I don't know why, but after laying in bed for like 2 hours, I was like, well, it's time to do something, so I come downstairs, I've made breakfast, I've put a load of laundry in, and we're just gonna get moving with the day. I'm hoping that my need to do a bunch of loads of laundry doesn't get in the way of my desire to do some more work and filming on the project that I was editing yesterday, but the washer and dryer is like right under my office, so could be a problem because there's not a lot of sound barrier between the basement and the upstairs, so we'll see. I'm also just like a little bit dead, so there's also that, but I do also want to work on it, and it's like a nice day today, so it won't be all dreary and gross in the office. So we shall see. That I think is the plan for the day. I think partially because I am so tired, I need to not let myself like just get too sucked into just sitting on the couch or anything like that until I'm like ready for that to be my day. I'm gonna eat my breakfast while it's still warm and check in with you in a little bit. Okay, it has been a second since I checked in, I think. But so far this morning, I have gotten a little bit of work done on the project that I'm working on and the video for it, and I'm getting a little annoyed at some of the things. So I think it's time to take a lunch break. It's time to take a lunch break because of the time of day anyways, and because I'm hungry, but also because I'm annoyed. So I think I'm gonna heat up some extra stir fry that we have from last week that we like intentionally sort of meal prep. I need to make some noodles for that, but that'll be pretty easy. So I think it's time to go do that, and then I might not come back here right away. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, hopefully the 3D printer isn't being too loud right now and you can actually hear me. But I have had some lunch and have done a little bit more work so far. Been working on project video and just some other general stuff. I also, over the course of today, have scheduled 2 interviews for next week, so that's kind of exciting, I guess. We'll see where they go. They might not go anywhere, but we won't know. We won't know until we try, I guess, for lack of a better term. But that's going to make next week even crazier. So I am either I can't decide basically. I might start editing the vlog now just to like ease up the front portion of my week a little bit to give me more time for interview prep and all of that. But we'll see. I've done a lot of video editing so far this week, so we'll see. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow instead of today as well. But yeah, I think tonight I'm going to watch the Pens game because my girlfriend won't be home until later because she's going out to dinner with one of her friends for his birthday. So hopefully it'll be a pretty chill evening. Normally I just like stop doing more like worky tasks whenever she gets home from work because that's like a pretty good cutoff, but she's not gonna be home from work until probably not long before bedtime tonight, so I need to stop myself before then. I'm just kind of rambling about nothing right now, but that's okay. I will check in with you a little bit later. I decided to fold some origami butterflies while watching the Pens game, and it was something nice to do with my hands while watching the game. And the game itself was really fun. It was a good one. The Pens won, which is always a help, and yeah, it was just a good and fun game to watch, which is really exciting. Good morning and happy Friday, the end of the week. It's been busier than I thought it was going to be, but it's been pretty good, so that's fun. Today will be a little busy, but hopefully just all in a fun way. I'm hoping to get a little bit of vlog editing done this morning to get ahead for next week, because next week's gonna be crazy, and really many of the weeks after that, but we'll get to those as they come. But yeah. So hoping to do that a little bit this morning, and then earlier this afternoon I would like to make some soup. I've been meaning to do it all week and it just hasn't happened because of other things that I've had planned or going on, but we should hopefully be able to get to it today, which will be nice because then we have soup to have for meals next week and also for today. And then this evening is a little craft night / Halloween prep at a friend's house, so that should be fun. I don't really have any major Halloween costumes right now because I don't really have any events that I need a costume for this year. Like the one main Halloween party that I'm going to so far is Sheet Ghost themed, so I don't have to come up with a costume. The costume is the theme of the party. I do need to decide how I'm going to Sheet Ghost and if I'm gonna cut a sheet or not, because if I am, I need to get a different sheet, but we shall see. Although I do need to figure that out today because that party's tomorrow, but it'll be okay. I also want to accessorize my Sheet Ghost, but I don't know with what. So that's the plan for today. I might do a few other little crafty things just because I kind of want to make some little jack-o'-lantern earrings. I think that would be super cute. And then I also have thought about making a little one of those little antenna-y headbands because I have an extra headband from the group costume that I'm working on for all my friends and I, and some extra pipe cleaners, so it won't be hard to make if I do want to make one. Those are my thoughts. Would give me something kind of fun and festive to wear because I'll be in the car most of Halloween. So that's quite the ramble for this morning. Let's get on with our day. Okay, so it has been a little bit since I last checked in. I know that I said I was going to vlog edit and or make soup. Well, I have done neither of those things, but what I have done is make these adorable little pumpkin charms that I'm now turning into a pair of earrings. And so I thought I would just, bring you along as I finish them. I have my safety glasses on because I'm cutting chain and that sends little pieces flying. I don't even know where the last piece went. But safety first. Also, I just am obsessed with these safety glasses and I love them and I don't get to wear them every day anymore, so I'm gonna wear them now. Anyways, aren't they so cute? Anyways, I need to now match the length of this chain so that the 2 earrings are the same length. An important part. So, time to... I don't know how I best want to do this. Do I just want to count? One problem with things like this is that they're big and they move. And that can be annoying. Okay, I I've figured it out, I think. There we go. I've been thinking about these little pumpkin guys for a few days, and I'm obsessed with them. They are as fun as I thought they could be, so this is a win. I haven't made any, I was gonna say I haven't made any fun earrings like this in a while, but that's a lie. I made bead creature earrings like 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. Anyways, I haven't done any polymer clay earrings in a while. I think my other favorite pair that are in like this very similar style I made cowboy hat ones. Also obsessed with those. This was not helped by the fact that when I was at Michael's the other day looking for supplies for the group costume that I'm making stuff for, I found a pack of these like tiny bags, which means that now all of my things can just like be nicely in a bag instead of just kind of chaotically everywhere. And I also was able to put all of my little polymer clay packs in a little bag. So then I was like, oh, now I have the clay. I mean, I have the clay out, like I might as well just, anyways. I made them. That's what I did today. It was fun, and I'm gonna get to go do more crafts later. So, really winning in this. I think the hardest part is going to be aligning the things. Also, I do still want to make soup before I leave. I think I have time. I have like 2.5 hours. That should be more than enough time to make this soup. So, because it's basically just like putting everything in a pot and then letting it cook for a while, letting it simmer. So, anyways, should I wear these tonight? I'm kind of obsessed. This ear is not the happiest with me right now, so like maybe I shouldn't from that perspective, but they're so fun. And even if you don't see the jack-o'-lantern face, like they just look like a pumpkin. I'm obsessed. Okay, let's do the other one. They're so cute. Look at them. Oh my god. Oh my god. And like, they really didn't take that long. I think it took me like an hour to sculpt both of the pumpkins. Really was not bad at all. It was like an hour to sculpt them and about an hour in the oven to like bake them. The air purifier we have did not love me baking them. I will tell you that much. It got real angry when I took them out of the oven, but that's okay. It is just making me want even more. I was like, oh my god, I should get like an old tiny toaster oven for the craft room to like have as my clay oven, but not right now. I also don't really have a good place for it in here that I wouldn't be worried about like what I set it on or what I set it near being flammable. That can be a dream craft room thing. Anyways, I'm so excited about these. I feel like I'm gonna wear them tonight because they're just the cutest thing ever. Oh my god. Let me see if I can get you some better lighting for them. Like, is that not just the cutest thing you've ever seen? Oh my god, I am obsessed. Okay. Wow, this was a very fun tangent. I'm glad that I went on it. I'm gonna go make soup in a second, I think, because I do still actually want to make that soup because I want to eat the soup. And I had like pre-roasted some of the bell peppers that I want to put in it like a week ago to prep for making the soup at the beginning of this week, and that didn't happen. So I need to do that before those go bad, and it's a waste of my time and peppers. So anyways, I am almost certainly gonna wear these tonight because, as I said, I'm obsessed. So this soup is really similar to the tomato soup that I have made before, but I am deciding to roast the peppers in the oven ahead of time and also add in a bunch of roasted squash mush that I have from earlier in the week that I want to use because I think it'll taste good. And yeah. Okay, so it is time to go to my craft night tonight, which is like Halloween costume finish up themed. So, of course, I'm going to wear the earrings that I made this morning, obviously. And I also had to break out my Dancing Skeletons sweatshirt because I love it. So, and also, it has a kind of dumb saying on the back, but when my hair is down, you can't see it. So, that's a win.